It's time now for the Casey Ingram Show on WSTU. The opinions expressed are those of the program host and guest and not necessarily those of WSTU. WSTU does not endorse products that may be mentioned. Any reproduction or retransmission of this broadcast is strictly prohibited without written consent of WSTU. And now, here's Casey Ingram.
Good morning and welcome back to the Casey Ingram Show. I have a couple special shows on tap this morning. This very first show is going to be a lot of fun. As you can see, happy Halloween, everybody. Happy Halloween. Halloween is in the house, and we have got the Treasure Coast Wildflowers here in the studio. We're going to talk about all the great things that they do. But before we get into our show, I want to thank some sponsors. Indiantown Marina is one of South Florida's best boat storage facilities. It's located inland on the Okeechobee Waterway. Indiantown Marina is a well-protected hurricane hull. Indiantown Marina is home to many in the cruising community who find the facility ideally situated and user-friendly. It's also a do-it-yourself boat yard and full service, so you have the best of all the worlds. You can do electrical, mechanical, prop, shaft work, bottom painting, you name it. Your boat will be taken care of at Indiantown Marina. For more information, give them a call, 772-597-2457. That's 597-2457, or visit them online, indiantownmarina.com. Also want to remind everybody we are recording from the Martin County Fair, and that's coming up February 9th through 17th. A lot of fun. Don't forget about it. We're looking for sponsors for the fair right now, and we have all kind of sponsor levels. And already we have H.E. Hill Foundation, Sailfish Roofing, and eBurst Law Firm that have generously helped the fair. You'll be seeing more about them here in the coming weeks. So now, this is so much fun. It is Halloween, folks, and I'm so excited here to have these three ladies here from Treasure Coast Wildflowers. To my right is Megan. How are you doing today, Megan?
I'm very well, thank you for having us.
I am, like I said, absolutely my pleasure. We're going to find out so much about what these ladies do. They came in on bikes, too, folks, on their motorcycles this morning. It's so much fun. Next to her, we have Camille.
Yes.
And on the end, I have Tammy.
Hi.
So I appreciate you ladies coming in. And not with us today is Jennifer. And Jennifer, I'm going to hopefully pronounce your last name properly, Van Hohenstein. And she is the founder of Treasure Coast Wildflowers. She couldn't be here because she's working, but we're going to talk a little bit about her as well. Jennifer kind of gave me a little bit of background on what they do. And they are unbelievable, heartfelt group that just helps the community. Their motto is simple. It's hashtag do good things. She said that they believe success isn't just about what you accomplish in your life, but rather what you inspire others to do. She started a Facebook page in 2017 and saw a need for local lady riders to have a place to meet like-minded women, make new friends, and have a safe, private place to post rides. The group has done that and so much more in the last 6 years. While they are not a nonprofit nor a club, it's just a bunch of big-hearted ladies that love to have fun and make a difference in what they can actually do in their own community. They've been on the media before. TC Palm covered them in a story for the Witches Ride, and they also ended up on the December issue of Ho 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 Ride in Martin County because they come out around Halloween and Christmas every year, so a lot of fun. Camille came up with the idea for them to ride by a nursing home years ago as she had relatives as residents, and it was such a hit with them. They realized how forgotten that group was during the holiday season, and so they'll go in and visit a lot of these nursing homes. And Iggy, there's a video. I'm going to start out, and then we're going to talk with the ladies about it. But there's a video, if you could show that now, of the ladies visiting a nursing home. Okay, our video is we're having video issues. I will play that on Facebook afterwards, unless we find it. So, all right, Megan, I'm going to start with you. Tell us a little bit about this organization and what do you do?
It started simple enough. I have been riding since I was a little kid. My brother, I think, used to get money off his neighborhood kids and bet them that his little sister, I think 5 or 6, couldn't ride around the neighborhood on his bike, and he'd win every single bet. So I've been riding my whole life, but I don't belong to any kind of a club or organization. I'm not a biker per se.
So what kind of bike do you have?
So I ride usually solo, but then Jen came along eventually, and she was like, hey, like, what if we had a group and we could all reach out and ride together? And so that's kind of how, in the beginning, we came about. So my bike actually we turned together. I've had her for 20 years.
20 years!
We all have names for our bikes, most of us. My bike's name is Bones, because I kept her very stock, like the way she came. I didn't put any bags on it. I kept her very sleek and just down to her bones. And so she's a Harley Davidson.
Harley gal here.
It's a 1200. It's a XL custom Sportster.
Oh my goodness.
So it's got, forward controls and drag bars, and
This is really special.
it's
folks.
a lot of fun. It's the 100-year anniversary edition, so I'll probably always have it.
If you guys saw oh wow. I almost breezed over that when I heard what you said. That is fantastic.
Yeah.
I can't blame you for holding on to that.
Yeah.
If you guys had seen the witches riding through town, it was about 2 weeks ago.
It was.
This was them. And it's a big group. The three of you are here today, but how many ladies joined you on that day for the ride this year?
That particular ride, I believe, 15.
Yeah, we had 15, but it depends. Sometimes people will check in at the first location or the second or the third. It really doesn't matter. Join us for lunch and join us for the last one. So throughout the day, we have people in and out. There's their schedule.
Or before, I think.
Holy smokes.
And I think last year was 25.
Yeah.
But we have over 100 members in our private Wildflower group. So at any given time, if you see a festival somewhere and you want to post it out there and see if somebody wants to ride with you, chances are out of 100 people, somebody has that common interest. So it doesn't have to be all dressed up and going to a facility just for the charitable things we do. It's just camaraderie.
Camille, what kind of bike? I got to get your bikes out there. We're going to talk a little bit more about
I have a
that.
Harley Davidson. It's a Fat Boy Low. And I've had this one for about 3 years now. And yeah, I love
fantastic.
it. I love it.
All right, Tammy.
I have a Kawasaki Vulcan 650 with a Ninja engine, so I can keep up with all the big
Holy
boys.
smokes.
I love my bike. When I ride down the road, I actually will pet it sometimes.
I've seen it pet.
I do. I'll pet my bike.
Well, you're never alone when you're on a bike. You've always got it's you and your bike. So
This is so fantastic. So tell me, what do you do on your bike? So we just talked about the witches ride. They came in for Halloween today. You see they're dressed up, but tell us exactly what it is you do.
Well, like we said, we kind of just got together to do rides, and we dressed up, and I think what started it was we did it just for our own fun, but then we saw the effect you have. First of all, women on motorcycles, it turns heads anyway.
That's right.
Even though what year it is, it's still, it's not a common thing to see, and people love it. They eat
Usually
it up.
they're behind a guy on a bike. If you see a woman on a
Exactly.
bike,
So, and then, you put on some costumes, and just the kids' faces in the back seats of the cars, their faces light up. Like, we had people filming us, like driving along. Not that that's safe, don't condone that, but it really brings like so much like fun to people. And I think we were like, then she was like, well, we should bring this like someplace else and spread more love. And so Halloween and Christmas are our big rides, but we also do things for Tent City Helpers, for our homeless, for vets, for
Martin County Arc.
the Arc. Yes, the children and the adults there. And then the different nursing homes, and just kind of, we put it out there, like, since our group is so big, we say, hey, do you have any relatives that would like a drive-by? Is it their 90th birthday? Just anywhere we could bring a smile. So, but these two rides happen to be our biggest ones, so the ones that we talk about the most.
So folks, and you can tell these ladies just do this because they enjoy giving to the community, and it's just a good thing to do. This isn't a nonprofit group. This is just a group of ladies that got together and said, we can do something here that people will enjoy, and they enjoy doing it, and it brings really something special. I can't imagine sitting at home and having a group of lady bikers all dressed to the hilt in costume coming out to your home or your facility, and what joy that brings. You're wearing t-shirts today. Tell me a little bit about that. They all have a Wildflower t-shirt.
Well, Jennifer came up with the idea that we could do that for ourselves initially, and so it was a real simple process. We sent her the shirt, and she would do the emblems, and whatever money was made from that, then we put it into our fund for whatever ride we had to acquire trinkets for, gifts for for the recipients, and so far for the last 2 years, it really funded everything we had it to do, but. In turn, we'll kind of, people learned about what we were doing, and they wanted to get involved, and so we have this fund, and if there's someone in need, for instance, one of the Wildflowers mentioned that there was a homeless woman with a young child, and she had nothing for that kid. No diapers, no shoes, no nothing, living in the woods in Martin County, Florida.
It happens more than we realize here in this
And they
county.
just grabbed the fund and put together some things, and boom, they outfitted that child from literally from head to toe. So
So folks, this again, I want to reiterate, this isn't a nonprofit, but they need help. They're just giving back to the community. So if you have something monetarily or anything that you can help give the Wildflowers, make sure you reach out to them. Their website is wildflowersladywriters.com. wildflowersladywriters.com, and they can use all the assistance because you're running out and handing out candy, handing out clothes, whatever it is.
And you know, a lot of people aren't comfortable with giving their money away, especially to a group that's not a nonprofit. So we really just we keep things simple. You know, we pass out socks for the elderly people, stickers. They love to decorate their walkers and their canes in their rooms. So if it's Halloween stickers or, you know, decorations, they get so excited for simple things, necklace, bracelets, you know. And we sing Christmas carols and we dance witch dance. And,
all right, hold on. That video we talked about, it's coming up now.
Oh, perfect intro to the video, yes. So this is this year's video of our first witch dance.
Yeah.
No, we didn't practice, by the way. But the residents had a lot of fun. Perfect. That's okay.
Something good
You're next.
about the Halloween, Valentine's with all the kids. You know, we need people to do stuff like that.
Good point.
It's done. All right, so Tammy, tell us a little bit more about this fantastic fun group.
Yeah, there's also things like on Valentine's Day. So, you know, like if the community can even help with, like, we had kids draw Valentine's cards and you'd bring it to us and everything, and the Wildflowers went out to the nursing homes and handed out Valentine's cards from the little kids in the community that drew them up. So that really touched them as well.
What other reactions are you getting from these at the nursing home facilities? Because, you know, this is a segment of our population that I think gets forgotten about too much.
It's very powerful.
When you have so much to offer.
When you hand somebody a pair of socks, and this will get me every time, you hand somebody a pair of socks and they look like you just gave them a BMW. That's something you will take with you forever, and it's a pair of socks. You know, hopefully everybody has one, but it's the forgotten generation, you know, for whatever reason, they don't have family in the area or friends, and we're trying to fill that gap. What's happening now is that more and more are learning about us, and so we all have our own passion projects because we have a connection to one or another. We've got these other projects coming in. So one of the things we're looking to do with each project is put together a Amazon registry so that you'll know exactly what we're looking for, where it's going to go, and then we're going to offer the opportunity for people to join us in the bag stuffings at one of our homes. So you're going to see it soup to nuts what you are contributing to, because you know, we're not looking for a bunch of money to sit here and go, what are we going to work on? We have the projects now, and we have a monthly Zoom meeting to discuss anybody's passion project. We have someone that will head up each project. For instance, Tammy every year takes care of being liaison with the ARC for us, and she gets the head count, and she gets the time and the date and the meeting places. And so each person with that project has ownership of making sure it comes to fruition in the best, most safest, professional way. You know.
So when you're out on your ride, is it an all-day event that you're going from one spot to another, or do you pick
We
a
start
place?
very early.
I think everyone worries about taking up everyone's entire day, so we start very early, and we're usually done around 4-ish.
So it's an all-day thing, but it's a lot of fun.
But we
Sure.
go, so you asked what do we do? So we meet someplace usually, and because the group is a wide, you know, we might have some people meeting in the south, some people meeting in the north, and then we try to ride together, right? And that's a show in itself. It's a lot of fun. You can imagine 24 ladies dressed up on bikes going down the road, whether it be Santa Claus outfits or Halloween, but, and then we'll usually go someplace and park our bikes and take a picture with all the bikes, because it's fun. And then
everybody that comes up with us, because we normally have Santa, our Santa is a Vietnam veteran. So they'll come up and ask to take their Christmas photos there, and so we'll...
The only guy allowed, he's like our honorary wildflower.
So we're showing some of these photos on our Facebook Live video as you're talking about them. You won't be able to see them on the radio, but this will be on the Casey Ingram Show YouTube page as well if you're not catching the show here live on Facebook. Great photos, great memories, and that you create. And I mean, every year you get to go out and do this.
Yeah, we dance and we sing. Like Christmas, we do Christmas carols. And a lot of times, it's already been arranged, so everyone will be wheeled out. And they're sitting waiting for us, so we do whatever outside. But there are times, especially the smaller holidays like Valentine's Day, that's when we ask for donations. Like, get your kids, make some Valentine's Day cards. You should see how it lights up
in
their
the area
faces.
got their classrooms to do it for us. It was,
And then we just went, we wore protection and we went room to room and we passed out Valentine's Day to everyone that was laying in bed.
Are you dressed like Cupids or?
No, but we, wear like the color, just cute, and
the theme. We were just themed.
themed.
I tell you, I wish I had a bike, because this is a fun group of ladies. And, as I sit here, I'm going to throw this out. They did not ask me to say this, but, if there's attorneys out there, I think this would be a great setup a nonprofit for you. You have all the components already together. You really have. You have everything but the designation. And maybe you can have somebody out there that, if your lawyer can help these ladies, get assisted with their 501c3 status, and then everything is a write-off, and it might be easier for you because you're more organized than a lot of nonprofits are, by the way.
Yeah.
And you're probably doing a lot with donations
Thanks
already.
to this one.
So tell us a little bit about what's coming up, because Christmas is around the corner. You were just talking about
It is.
your
Camille,
holiday.
I know you've got a handle on that one.
So we have, I think, approximately 4 or 5 nursing homes right now looking for us to attend. The community church in Jensen Beach has always been one, because Jennifer has connection with them as well, and the assistance that they've given her family too. We've got the Ark. They're always so wonderful. So we're going to have probably at least 2, maybe 3 different runs. And so with 10 City Helpers last year, we just all got together for a bite to eat, and we went over there and we dropped off the gifts to the founders. We had our music playing. Of course, we were dressed in the proper attire for the holiday, and then the rest of the ride was about us. So we'll try to do some of those during the week, try to involve everybody. We've got folks that work nights and weekends, and some that work days. So we're trying to make sure that everybody has a hand in it, can put their 2 cents in and what's passionate for them, and do whatever we can. We work right now between Fort Pierce and Hobe Sound. All the facilities that we try to visit.
So if you're a facility and somehow you guys have missed them, they can contact your group.
Oh, absolutely.
And you'd love to stop by and help them out, and what a fun thing.
Completely.
Smile.
Give them a smile.
You make an eye connection with the elderly, and it's priceless. It really is.
I believe you on that, and it's the elderly have so much to offer us in stories, and so much to learn from them. And it's a shame that it almost gets forgotten.
Yeah,
sometimes in
they
our
love to
society.
come out, and one year came right out and said, I used to ride, can I please sit on your bike?
Yes, you
And, took pictures of, different people sitting on bikes, and they get very excited.
Oh, for sure.
We come through and they go, vroom, vroom. We'll ride around a couple of times so they can see it in circles,
Yes.
out front in the facility, do a figure 8.
That's impressive. You got 15 to 24 women out on bikes.
Yeah.
Vrooming.
And we had a huge gathering at the Ark. There was probably 40 residents there, and we pulled in, and they cheered.
the kids
for
are
us.
great.
They got out and danced with us. It was just awesome.
I think this is our 5th year of active rides, I believe.
So you just started up a Facebook page as well, right? TC Wildflowers.
Yeah, and I
Land
wanted to
Riders
mention that. I
Community.
know, just listening on the radio, it's you hear what we're about, but you were like, well, how do I reach them? How do I give to them? So the things we're asking for are they're small, simple things, for the homeless,
Toothbrushes
like
for the
toothbrush and toothpaste and soap, but small things. And, like I said, stickers and candies and socks and just little tiny things that we can carry with us on motorcycles, first of all.
Thank God for our trike girls.
Yeah, our 3-wheeled motorcycle strikes, they carry a lot for us. Yeah, but this web page is just like a little Facebook community page. Since the rider page is private, you can only be a member if you're a woman and you own your own bike and you ride your own bike. But the community page is, and you can say it again, but that's where you can go as the public and see what we've been up to and kind of get a grasp on the things that we might need for our next ride coming up.
That's t.c.wildflowers Lady Riders Community on Facebook.
That's on Facebook, and
Yes,
you can
and
message
so-
them through Facebook.
Everybody that's looking either to get involved with the riding or where are we going, what are we doing, we post everything out there for the public to see. So you'll know the facilities, you might know somebody in there. We've had people say that, can you please go and see my dad? I'm not in that state, whatever. When, that's definitely an accommodation we'd love to make. So, but follow us on that Facebook page or the web page, of course, to see for yourself what's happening with this group of wonderful women. I mean, it's so amazing.
This is one of the most unique nonprofit, well, you're not a nonprofit, but this is one of the most unique giving groups here on the Treasure Coast, because it's so much fun, but you're bringing, like you said, it doesn't have to be expensive things that you're providing, but it's needed things, and what it does to warm a person's heart, and just, like you said, bringing a pair of socks and how much it made their day. So all these things matter to everybody here in the community, and this is such a fantastic group. I can see that it's going to get larger and larger. Jennifer, I hope I'm going to say your name right again, but Van Hohenstein, she's the founder of this group. She's here on Facebook, and I just wanted to say hello, shout out, and what a terrific.
Hey, Jen.
We miss you.
These ladies have nothing but wonderful things to say about you, and what a special group this means to all of them.
Mm-hmm. Well, we found each other through this group.
It's interesting because there was a need for our group, and then once that need was fulfilled, we were like, well, wait, there's more, there's other needs, and we can help with that.
Well, we're also a sisterhood for each other.
Yeah,
we really are. Yeah, they showed up at my house one time when I was out of town and pressure cleaned my deck and
we do like to do
put grass
internally
down
good
'cause
things as well.
They
Yes.
see a need for each other,
We try to decorate each other's yards. We
birthdays.
ninja them. We call it ninjaing. And decorate, yard if we know it's someone's birthday. So when they wake up in the morning, it's all decorated.
What a support system for the community and for yourselves as well. But again, you can look at each of their faces and you can just see the passion that they have for this organization. And I kid you not with that. Two of you are about ready to cry. They just are so passionate about this and what it means to them. And folks, again, if you need them to come out, contact them. They would love to do that. Just having somebody say, hey, come out and visit us is rewarding in itself. And also if you have anything that you can give, like it's stickers, the kids with Valentine's cards, Christmas
I mean, we're not
cards,
asking
birthday
for
cards.
big money donations. Just it gets, once we start adding every year more, it's hard to individually fund, 50 pair of socks and a bunch of candy and stickers, and eventually it adds up. So
We'll usually have a meeting and someone will say, okay, well, I have the 50 toothbrushes, and everybody will pick something on the list,
So we need to help these ladies out because it's hard for them year after year to have to come out of their own pocket to try and bring these things up. And I know Martin County, we are a giving community if there ever was one. Just need to know that there's these ladies. They're witches, they're elves, they're cupids, whatever it happens to be. They're out there giving back to the community, and I think it's absolutely fantastic. So I'd love here, I don't know, we got a few minutes left. Tell me one story that just really touched you over the years.
I think it's all just, when I think back of it, just a blur of all the different faces. That stands out to me. Just the kids and the older people and the people that haven't had a visitor in months and months, and we're there for a hug and a card and we thinking about you, we love you. That sticks in my mind. Just how excited everyone always is just to be remembered.
Camille?
What's pretty cool is when you're driving down the road and somebody pulls up next to you and they lower the back windows and there's a child in the back. Looks like they just saw Santa, no matter what you're dressed like.
Sometimes they do.
That is really awesome. Or if you see a single woman in a car and she rolls down the window or pulls into where we are at, she's saying, I always wanted to do that. It'll just give somebody the vision that, they see it for themselves. It can be done and they can do it.
Tammy?
Personally, for myself, we were at one of the assisted livings, and I remember this elderly lady, and she must have had dementia, but she was so present with me, and she locked eyes with me, and we locked eyes and sang Christmas carols the whole time. And then next year we came back, she recognized me. We locked eyes again, and we sang to each other, and it's it's very touching. It really is, and they're recognized, they're present, and it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, I feel like we get as much as we give, for sure.
Absolutely.
And Camille, you just touched on something, and what this group does is empower women, because this is something that you don't typically see women do. And to see it, not just one or two, there's a whole group of you.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's like,
Don't mess with our
ladies,
women.
Yeah.
We move mountains.
We're women, you can do anything. Just
Yes.
try it, and it's a lot of fun. And you're there to support other women that are out there. I think it's wonderful that you started this group, so everybody knows there's a whole legion of lady
Yeah,
riders.
and you don't have to ride a Harley like Tammy does. Yeah, have the Kawasaki.
2 or 3 wheels.
Yeah.
But a Schwinn doesn't keep up. Huh?
You can try.
I don't know. Quite fast these days.
Again, we've been speaking with the TC Wildflowers Lady Riders. They're right here in Martin County and St. Lucie County that they ride, but I bet you'll head down to Jupiter if you need, or just reach out to
We
them.
love Jupiter.
I can see that this group is going to be growing every year, and the wonderful things that you do. I hope you get more media coverage because you deserve it. And again,
you.
folks, let's
Thank you,
help
Casey.
these ladies out. So.
Thank you,
so
everyone.
much.
It's been a real pleasure. Very good. We're going to have Mike Circus on next, and we're going to be talking about just good old Martin County politics and what's been going on with the county commission. So that'll be up next. Again, TC Wildflower Lady Riders.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
Thank you very much.
Appreciate you.
Website, visit them, help them out. Thank you. Megan, Camille, Tammy, I appreciate you coming on today.
Thank you.